That's what it is. That's what it is. That's what it is. Okay. There we go. Jesus. Okay. Don't know if anyone's here, but I am Data's Life 1993, and I'll be playing Sama for no idea how much. I've Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, known in the United States as the Sorcerer's Stone, famously, on the Game Boy Color. So, let's get into it. I have played through, I don't know, half the game, 3/4 of the game. So, yes, that's what the other save is, but we'll just do it over this save. Dear Mr. Potter, you've been accepted to Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. Yours sincerely, Albus Dumbledore, Hardmaster. If any of my audio settings are off, tell me. I'm not so much I'll be able to do about them. I'm not really all that technical a person, as you saw if you happen to see me rambling through things at the beginning. But, yeah, at least tell me and I'll try to figure something out. I don't know. Welcome to Diagon Alley, Harry. I've never seen a place like this before. That's because there is none like it. This is Ollivander's wand shop, as you can see by the sign. I'll go in and see to you getting a wand. You can explore a bit if you like before you join me inside. Okay, so some background. I grew up in Harry Potter. One of my favorite, if not only, big series I enjoyed as a kid. I guess Goosebumps, but as a whole series, there was, I don't know, Harry Potter always meant a lot to me. I remember when the 5th book came out, we got it on the first, maybe not the first night because we were a bit young, but on the first day certainly we had it. Wizard codes mean so little in this game, and yeah, J.K. Rowling sucks. Let's get that out of the way right now. But the universe she created, plot holy as it may be, if you're into the actual Harry Potter lore and advanced lore, which I kind of am. At least I have been in the past. I kind of did drift away from it 5 years ago, but I've always had a place in my heart for the Harry Potter universe. So yeah, that's my background with the series. I have no money right now, so it's actually kind of pointless me just running around out here. As a kid, we had the Jesus. We had get the oh, okay. We had the Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone PC game. Fun fact, I'm not sure if it was a common practice, but there were multiple versions of the first, well, kind of all the games, but certainly the first 2 games. There were 5 versions each of the first, 5, 6, of the first 2 Harry Potter games. The PS1, PS2, PC, or Windows, and, what's the other one? Oh, Game Boy, Game Boy Color and Game Boy Advance. So 5 different versions of both Chamber of Secrets and Philosopher's Stone. And by the way, I refuse to call it Sorcerer's Stone. That's what I grew up knowing it as, but it's Philosopher's Stone. It just is. And then there were, I think, 3 different versions of game number 3. Then the game started being basically the same. One for the console and PC, one version for the handheld. Like Nintendo DS and Game Boy Advance. So, interesting fun facts. Hello, Harry. This is Mr. Ollivander. He'll set you up with a wand. Come find me later at Gringotts Bank. This looks nothing like any Ollivander I've ever seen before, ever see again. Anyway, yeah, my history, we had the PC game for this Philosopher's Stone when we were really young. Then once we got the PlayStation 2, which was my first gaming system, console, we had Chamber of Secrets, and then we had Prisoner of Azkaban. I really enjoy both of those. Chamber of Secrets on the PS2 is probably one of the best Harry Potter games out of the 27, 29 various versions of the main series. Then we got Goblet of Fire, which is not half as good as the other ones. At least that was my first impression. It's grown on me since then, but it is a really, really strange deviation from what the series had been. And yes, I'm drinking a Monster. No product placement month, but that is why I'm drinking. So anyway, yeah, this doesn't look like any Ollivander I've ever seen. Fun fact: his first name is Garrick, Garrick, or maybe it's ACK. According to Pottermore, J.K. Rowling's site, which used to be so much more fly than it is today. There's only one wand for every wizard. We'll have to test a few before we find yours. Try this one first. Ooh-wee. Was that the Beechwood one? Obviously not the right one for you. Maybe you'll have better luck with this wand. Plot twist, he doesn't. Still not working? You must need a very special wand. I have an idea. Try this one. It's made of Harley with a phoenix feather core. Ooh, it's blue. Magical. We found just the one for you, Harry Potter. It is equipped with the spells Flipendo and Vermilius Uno, which will protect you in magic encounters. Hey, I hate to break it to you, Ollivander, but ones that come equipped with spells. But you do you. That's not how it works. I can't pay for it though. Hagrid's arranged for 119 sickles. I don't remember them costing that much. I thought it was like 7 galleons. Maybe that's equivalent. Actually, it might be equivalent. 119 sickles to be charged to your account of Gringotts. Thank you for stopping by. I'm sure you'll put your wand to good use. Much more interesting conversation in the book. You receive Harry's wand. Yay. Thank you. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh no, Harry Potter. Thank you. That's so pretentious. You have received your wand, the most necessary equipment of any witch or wizard. You can now cast the first of many spells you will learn. So yeah, I didn't play this game as a kid, or any of the Game Boy Color or Advance versions. Excuse me. These have the interesting distinction. This one, the Game Boy Color for Chamber of Secrets, and the Game Boy Advance for Prisoner of Azkaban. Since by then they had stopped doing Game Boy Color, have been RPG Harry Potter games, and the old Western style, I suppose. I don't have much history with RPGs in any or this long conversation. I don't have much history with RPGs in most forms, so turn-based RPGs anyway. Hey, aren't you Harry Potter? The kid looks so unusual. As I'm assuming, yeah, it's a student, I guess. Wow, there's a yes or no question, Harry. You are, aren't you? And if you're here, it means you're finally going to Hogwarts. Does everyone know everything about me? This is... Just ignores Harry's existential crisis. This is going to be great! Harry Potter, Hogwarts! Is there anything I can do for you? Do you need any famous witches and wizards cards? Oh, no. What are they? Harry had about the conversation with Draco the first time he was at Diagon Alley than he has with this kid. Oh, they're the best. The cards you collect and trade, and you can make card combinations that create magic. Some of the dialogue in this game sounds better than playing solitaire. I used to do that a lot. Once again, completely ignores Harry. I have a lot of spare cards. I'd be honored to give you some of them. There are 4 different decks you can collect. Here, pick the one you want to start with. I like how this gives you absolutely no context. Yeah, no context to what these types of decks are. We have the Justice Pillarwickle, which even frankly is a name I'm familiar with. I mean, I kind of recognize it, I think. Actually, that's the same. See, I recognize that one. The pictures don't help. The pictures on the PS2 and PC versions are so much different than what abominations these are. It might have been in somebody the magical law enforcement. Gulliver Porkby. Gregory the Smarmy was the guy who created that one person that made the Draco believe that the giver was their best friend. Something akin to that. And he created a lot of jinxes in his history. I'll go with him since he's the one I actually remember most. This duck looks interesting. There are 2 more things you need. One's a folio. It's either Marty or Maggie. I'd assume it's Marty, so that's what I'll stick with. One's a folio Marty, where you store your card collection. You receive folio Marty. The other thing you need is a folio triplicus. You store your card combinations in it. I'll even throw in a couple of combinations for free. You receive folio triplicus. You receive... I'm not reading all of these. I do like the little jingle though. Thank you. This is very generous. I was glad to do it. Boy, wait till I tell the guys I helped Harry Potter. Okay. Now you're about to see what most of this game consists of. Encounters. You are about to enter a magical encounter and have several options. Spell lets you cast a spell. No shit. Spell lets you cast a spell. Item allows you to use an item. Card lets you create a card effect with famous witches and wizards cards. And flee lets you attempt to escape from the encounter. Your stamina and magic points are shown in the display to the right. Okay, so as Ollivander said, we have 2 spells equipped to the wand. Flipando Uno, which costs 0 magica points, and Vermilius Uno, which costs 2. So in this game, for I think the main 4 spells, you can level the spells up. Kind of, I don't really know how it works lore-wise, but you can. It makes the game more interesting, I suppose. I think you need to use a spell 50 times, then it levels up to its second version. and then you have to use either the first or the second 100 times, and then you get the third version, something like that. And these are pretty weak enemies, but I mean, they're the first ones in the game, so they still damage me a bit. I'll just start with Flipando Uno. Not really much point in using the other one against these anyway. Pumpkin pieces are useful because they can actually get you more health, which is actually very well useful in the early stages of the game, and also kind of useful if you stockpile them too. Great, my second encounter is 3 rats. In this case I might use one of these, just to get one out of the way. So I'm not taking like 12 damage a turn. So yeah, this is mostly what the game is. An interesting thing about it is that these enemies, well, these are rats, of course, but overall the enemies that you sometimes see in this game aren't even, I can't recognize what they're even supposed to be. I don't know if I see any in this stream, but there are certainly some that show up later that, again, I have no idea what they're even supposed to be, which is always good with Harry Potter lore. I'm holding a tablet right now, which is why you see my eyes glowing. Just want to see if things are going well from my end on my stream, since I don't do this ever. Okay, seems fine. Fine enough anyway. Where were we? Oh, did I not do any damage to him that time? That's disappointing. Oh, well, that makes it up for itself. 6 experience. Okay, actually, let me show you the screen. Here's your main menu, where you can save the game. It tells you your current quest, which is always useful if you're like doing encounter after encounter and you kind of forget what you're doing, which has happened actually to me before. Oh, I guess let's check the folio margin. I'm not sure how much I'm going to actually check this because, as I said earlier, cards in this game don't really mean nearly as much as they do in other games. Because I guess they have pictures and they have text, but here's Hasper's Talkie, studied how moon phases affect person making. And there's her little picture, which is, I swear none of these look like how I usually recognize them. Windle in the world, light burning at this takes so much. She arranged to be lit up 47 times. And book number 3, I'm just full of all these random facts nobody but Harry Potter fans care about. In book number 3, Harry read the book about this. Actually, I think it was given an essay by Baines. And it was, in the book, it was I think 13 times, or 14 times, something like that. It was a 47, so, no. Roderick Plumpton holds British record for fastest capture of the snitch, 3.5 seconds. I've always said that would be the worst Quidditch game you ever go to. You're paying, I don't know, 50, 60, 70 galleons. Actually, I don't know about 6 galleons, but you're paying a lot of money for tickets, and the game's over in 3 seconds. That's kind of why most games have set timers, but I don't know, I'm not a sports guy, so. Andros the Invincible. The pixel. Jesus. Andros the Invincible and Lazio have been the only known wizard to produce a Patronus of giant size. Thaddeus Thuckle, famous for producing savants. What? Okay, that's missing a very, very important context. Famous for producing savant sons and turning them all into hedgehogs. Context, they were all squibs, I think it's squibs. I've never actually listened to the audiobooks. Actually, I did once, but it was a long time ago. Here's a wizard who produced savant squib sounds. Squib is a non-magical person born of magical parents. which is, to be fair, amazingly unlikely, I think, genetically. Hopefully he must put in Azkaban, because I don't think you get to do that. I wonder if he turned them all into hedgehogs at one time, you know, and waited, or if he just did it as they came out as cribs. So, I don't know. I'd hope it's the first one, because if he did it once, he should have already gone to jail. So, ridiculous. But yeah, I'm going to be laughing it up out here for a bit before I go into the Gringotts area proper. Well, I mean, I guess I'll. I'm not too worried about the rats. I mean, the way the game's designed, it's not like you're ever going to usually die out here. And if you do, there's some healer down. Diagon Alley apparently is a healer. I'm not sure what's going on there. Where you get healed up for free, interestingly enough. In this game, actually, dying, actually, knowing this stage, they probably call it fainting, since it's for kids. Does it actually mean anything besides you losing your place in where you were? So, it's basically, makes actually the game easier, because if I died right now, I'd get full health and full magic points. And I guess I'm not actually doing anything right now, but it'd actually be better to go into something with more magic and health. So, oh, and I meant to show you besides the folio magic, here's the status screen. So I'm level 1. I have 12 experience. My next level 2 is going to be at 13 experience. So I will be at level 2 after one more fight, assuming that I don't flee, which I'm not going to. I have 27 seekers. I have, well, I mean, you can read. I'm not sure exactly what all the strength, defense, agility, magical strength, and magic defense means exactly. I'd assume, I mean, it's a numbers-based game. I'm sure something comes into it, but I mean, when a rat attacks me, is it just defense and strength that come into play, and agility, and not the magic stuff? Because I don't assume rats can do magic. I don't really know. I haven't looked too much into this game, like besides the basics. Mostly because the game is how old now? Over 20 years old. So unless I have to read 20-year-old guides, which to be fair I have, for some pouts, I'm not going to be looking into more specifics. Let's see, they do about 3 to 4 damage. I'll take one out with this. I don't do risk it. No, or that could happen. That's fine too. Actually, since I'd be leveling up, might as well use my spell that uses actual magic, so it feels like I actually gain something more than just 26 health. Yay! So yeah, I don't think these numbers mean anything compared to what you actually did to level up. I don't know if they're random. I don't know if they're always the same. I don't know if it takes into effect you getting attacked at all in the process between levels. I don't really know what it's if it's based on anything. If anyone does know, I'd love to hear it. No, I get to go first. Cool. I guess I am going to try to use my magic opponents and not just Flipando. I don't know. It's complicated. I kind of want to level up Flipando, because latest powers are of course more useful and in fact needed in some encounters. Because I don't have a history with RPGs, I went into Gringotts severely under-leveled. Well, maybe not severely. I went into Gringotts under-leveled and had no chance against the mini boss at the end. So that's why I'm staying out here for the time being. I want to get to at least level number 2. Probably level 5 before I go inside the bank. Which is asking too much. You level up pretty quickly in this game, assuming you find the right enemies. And especially when you're at the early level anyway, it makes it a lot easier. As your sickles add up, I mean, certainly later, but extremely quickly. I'm sure there's a a hard limit, but in my other game where I'm, like I said, about 75% done, maybe 80, I don't know. I have over like 13,000. Because I haven't really bought anything. So that's always nice to see. I mean, when you see some of the prices when I go through the stores once I get out of Green Gouts, you'll see that we were certainly going to get like more than like, I don't know, just 100. The prices are insane around here, and you also can't sell anything you get for almost anything, which is kind of hilarious. Even if you get a cool item, it doesn't really sell for anything. And surprise, surprise, you sell to Fred and George in this game, like any other game. Although this one actually uses sickles and not beans, so I suppose that's a difference. One thing you can say for RPGs, or especially things like this, where there's literally no talking at all, it actually gives me time to talk. Some games I can't go a minute without somebody on screen saying something, which is always nice. I'll just use Flipanda for all of these. I'll take some damage, but this is a lot, so I might very well level up after this fight, which means I should probably. See, it puts me in the funny situation where, yes, I'll gain a lot of health back once I level up. I won't gain almost any magic points. And it doesn't really matter, but it's annoying. I want to get the full value for leveling up and not just a half value. My guess needs must. I do need my Flipanda leveled up. So anyway, yeah, it's been, I don't know, 3 years, 4 years since I last streamed. I don't remember exactly what my last stream was. Actually, I think it was, I changed the stream information. It was apparently the Elder Scrolls Arena. Lord knows what character I was streaming there. Probably just testing out a new one just to test out the streaming. Yeah, back then I was on a big Elder Scrolls binge. I have this horrible habit of really getting into something for a bit. But that's getting into something but not doing anything with it. About 6 years ago, 7, I bought all of the Elder Scrolls games. I was really excited when they got what was it? When they released Radgard and Battlespire on GOG, and I picked this up immediately as soon as I saw they were, on GOG. And in fact, where is it? I even picked up this, the Elder Scrolls Sadaki for the Engage, which was a mobile system thingy that came out in the early 2000s. And it's around here somewhere, but I actually don't see it right now. This cost a lot. It's nice to have, but graphically, don't worry about getting it. Certainly don't worry about paying what I paid for it. Yeah, I was on a big Elder Scrolls binge, so I think I played some Battlespire, which is the game I've played the least of. That's the spin-off in 1997. On a stream once. I don't think I did any Daggerfall, which might be one of my favorite games, even though I still haven't actually won it yet. But I like the idea behind it, so I guess that counts for something. If you hear me yawning throughout this stream, I have been up since 4 a.m. And welcome the Jin. Yes, nice and simple times they were. Not that I ever played this when I was young. They're not so much. I've played this one about halfway through from where I am now. As long as you level properly, if you actually, you know, do what I'm doing and just fight as much as you can, do as many encounters, as long as you're smart and like what I was when I first played, it's not actually too bad. Some bosses can be tough, but you just need to know what spells to use. So I mean, it was made for kids, so it's not going to be horrible. But yeah, welcome to the stream. I hope you're having a nice night. Or day, wherever you're from. A nice time, anyway. I haven't played much of the Chamber. Actually, I've played maybe 10 minutes of the Chamber of Secrets on the Game Boy Color. So that one I called the same. Maybe that one's more difficult. I would assume the same principle would apply. That if you just, you know, level up, things would work out. Oh, no. Or anyway, I was saying, I woke up at 4 a.m. this morning. And right now, for me anyway, I'm Eastern Standard Time. It's 10:14. So, yeah, if you hear me yawning, sorry about that, but that's going to happen. Am I at level 3 now, or did I get to number 4 yet? I think it's just 3. Let's see. Oh no, yeah, not even close to level 4 yet. Okay, that's fine. Maybe I might go in at level 4, just because these enemies are only giving me 2 apiece. Yeah, that's what I'll do. And if it gets screwed, at least I'll get to see it. Well, it makes life better that way. Oh, cool. Oh, never mind. It's certainly not 50. 20? 25 probably. That's what it is. That's cool. Yeah, the second Flipando is, well, the second version of any spell is called Flipando. Well, it's called Spell Duo. So, and that costs 4 points. Which should be useful later, but I'm not against anything right now. I am trying to block the lamp behind me with my hand. I don't know how well that's working, but I am aware the light can be annoying. So I've never actually had a blind thing for it. We got it like at a garage sale, so I'm used to the glow, but I realize on screen it might come across as annoying. Yeah, pumpkin pasties restore, I think it's 25 health, which considering that I only have, wrong, 62 health overall, that's an extremely useful item in the early game. Extremely useful. Especially since a lot of the enemies trap it. I wish I'd stop having fights against just one, because those are close to a waste of time. Hypothetically, I should probably be fleeing from those and just trying to find fights with 2 or more. There might be actually about a tactical way to do it. I mean, XP is XP in the end, so it might come down to the same. It's not like I'm speedrunning it, so. You know, it took me a very long time before I actually understood speedrunning. At first, I saw people do it, and I didn't. It's not so much I didn't get it, but I didn't see the appeal of it. I suppose I guess there is not getting it. I mean, in the end, games are like puzzles, and there are some people who like to figure out a puzzle, figure out how the best way to do it, and so it has its place. For me, I always like games, stories that you want to experience. You want to experience the gameplay, you want to experience the atmosphere, and so speedrunners, of course, they see the technical side. They know about screen. I don't know speedrunning terminology. But I mean, I know it's extremely popular, especially with the PC versions of the probably first 3 Harry Potter games. I have to say I've never seen a speedrun for Goblet of Fire, although I'm sure some exist. Where are we? What's that? 4 more rots. Okay. Now that I think about it, I've never seen a speedrun for any of the later games. It's just because the early ones are so much more simple in nature. I think the best one of the early ones is probably. Well, I mean, I grew up playing the PC version of Philosopher's Stone, so I'd have to say that's my favorite, even with the horrible lack of strafing. The controls are all over the place, but I find it one of the most fun. Then I think the second game, then the third game actually. I think they've been down. Well, maybe the third game's better. Graphically, it's a lot better than the second game. One more. Okay. 2 more, technically. Hopefully 1 more encounter. Oh, yay, perfect. So yeah, it's been eons since I've streamed. I would like to do it more. I guess we'll see how it goes. It works out today, kind of. That's interesting because I have 2 days off of work, and that's tomorrow and the next day. So it kind of works out for today to be the day I stream. Actually, I don't know. I only got the idea about like 3 or 4 hours ago. Like, basically, I was bored as hell. I was just looking through the same pages over and over again. And I thought, why not just do something different? And this is certainly different. I like to say how to get better at it, but I'm not sure that's actually true. But I probably could get much worse, so it evens out. Okay, let's go to Green Gods. There's something written on the door. Enter, stranger, but take heed of what awaits the sin of greed. For those who take but do not own may pay dearly. May pay dearly, and I thought it was must pay dearly. Oh, and it's a lot long in the books. I think it was like 4 stanzas. I don't know. If you oh yes, that's very useful too. You can do this anytime, anywhere you are. and it tells you where you are. I really like the aspect, especially when we get to Hogwarts. This might be one of my favorite versions of Hogwarts in any of the Harry Potter games I've played. And number five is pretty good. On the console/PC, that's a pretty good Hogwarts. It's basically a movie replica, or it's supposed to be anyway. But this Hogwarts feels more book-like and not movie-like, which I always appreciated. I don't really like the games going more movie-based, just because I came up with the books. I think the movies, frankly, they're enjoyable, but at some point they're nonsensical to those who have read the books. If you do actually follow important plot points, basically, read the books. If you've watched the movies, that's great. I hope you had fun. But I'd seriously just read the books or listen to the audiobooks. If that's more your thing, it was never really mine. But hello, Harry. Good morning, Mr. Pato. My name is Griphook. We'd like to see Harry's vault now. That's a strange place for a comma. Have you his key, so? See, that's a good place for a comma. Here, tis. Does Hagrid say tis? Maybe. Here it is. I don't think so, though. And there's also the matter of that you-know-what we talked about before. All seems to be in order. Please follow me. This next part's comedy gold. Okay, stay together, please. Come on, Harry. And then this. Hagrid, wait for me. I guess Hagrid has already left airside. You see, just left Harry. Oh, that's glorious. One nice thing about there being multiple versions of these games is that all the games bring something to the table, even the bad ones, like Game Boy Advance version of Order of the Phoenix kind of looks like absolute trash, and it's actually probably more fun on the Nintendo DS, but which is basically the same version. Oh, okay, just more rats. I know this place has other enemies as well. I'm not too worried about 3 right now. Unless they do more damage, which they might now that I think about it. 2... No, I guess not. Well, I guess I have leveled up, so I guess I'll take less damage from them anyway. But... yeah, I guess one thing I'll say about the movies is I have good nostalgic memories of them, because all of them except the first 2... Okay, that's not quite right. I saw all of them first night in theaters, and I almost never went to the theaters as a kid, and I actually still don't really. I've gone to the theaters like maybe 5 times in the last 5 years. Oh hi, I suck with names, so Thea Gogums. That was probably an abomination, but hi, I hope you're doing well tonight, or this morning, whenever it is where you are. But yeah, I don't go to theaters almost at all. 5 times in the last 5 years, and that's maybe. But I went to the first nights for Chamber of Secrets, Prisoner of Azkaban, Goblet of Fire, Order of the Phoenix. Yeah, we made it to the Half-Blood Prince. We didn't make it to Deathly Hallows Part 1, but we did go to Deathly Hallows Part 2. And let me tell you, that was one howl of a opening night experience. We had to go to a theater in a city that wasn't where we lived, because our theater wasn't playing it for some ungodly reason. I believe all 18 screens were playing Deathly Hallows Part 2, and surprise, surprise, all 18 sold out. Which is just it was an amazing experience. If you've ever been into any big fandom, you know what there's like. Like everyone was super hyped. I've never actually fought anything like that again, and I've been to like concerts since then. So this post not being nearly as effective against. Oh well, that was bad, but that was also a critical strike. Yeah, so I just use it again. Yeah, so this has now added scary green looking bats into the mix. I'd assume green guards would get better votes. Without these things, I'd assume this would get in the way. But I guess if the goblins don't mind, who am I to judge? I guess they'll go to torrent. Could you imagine? Harry and Hermione get to break into green guards bookshop and they just run into a rat. Like it's not, some scary Ukrainian iron battle. It's just a rat. That would been a bit anticlimactic. That'd be anticlimactic for sure, but maybe a giant bat. That would have been kind of cool. Not likely, but cool. That's doing 2 damage. That's not even too bad. Yeah, so basically I'm supposed to be not really following Harry. The way it works is they talk to you, they go off screen. I assume they just magically teleport to where you eventually run into them, which is useful for them. I guess they don't have to deal with this stuff. No, they just let the guy who just guys won like 20 minutes ago deal with it. Oh, I should actually take the rat out first, technically speaking. I'm already. Yeah, basic things to do in games like this. Take out the an enemy you can actually take out quicker, so they don't do continuous damage to you. Because I just lost like I haven't been watching probably 4 health to this rat when I could have taken him out first. The nice thing about this, well, another nice thing about this, past a certain point, unless you're like in super danger, you don't really need to watch it in numbers continuously. Yeah, because I'll be leveling up for 1 contest, maybe 5. No, it should just be around 4, maybe even 3, depending. So it doesn't really matter how much damage they do to me as long as I don't die. And I don't feel too in danger right now. Oh. So if you're using this spell, make sure you actually aim at the enemy you want to hit. It might be useful. I always find it strange that you pick a spell and then the enemy. I'll usually assume you do it the other way around, but I guess both ways work as long as you know what you're doing. I'm not sure when I'm going to actually go on to where Hagrid around where he is. Because I remember I got my ass kicked like hard the first time I just went there. So I'm not sure what level I ended up beating the mini boss at, but I don't think I'm there yet. And in a game like this, I never did talk to anybody outside in Diagon Alley. I'll talk to them, some of them anyway, after I get out of here. I'll assume I would level up after this encounter, but I haven't seen how much experience these bats are giving. Okay. Oh wait, these are flying. This probably isn't going to do much to them. Oh no, never mind. It's fine. Okay. Let's not screw around. I would like to level up. Well, not die. This is supposed to be too much of a threat, but it's possible. It was possible. It's not anymore. Those are very useful. Those you use to the howl to get more magic points. God damn it. Oh, I didn't pay any warning. Yeah, I do cast. I don't know if I don't really stream. I don't know if I need to put a warning on that, but yeah, it happens. So, oh god, well here's my other experience points. I hope everyone had a happy New Year's celebration. Not, I was asleep when the New Year passed. Actually, I'd gone to sleep at like 7 that night because actually it's more like 6 because I woke the next morning. So not that I have to do anything anyway, but no strength, no magical strength, no magic defense. But I got health. Incredible. Another thing I'll point out, very quickly you become it's already self-evident, that you get a hell of a lot more stamina than you do Magicka. So, basically, eventually you'll be at, I don't know, 450 stamina, you'll have like maybe 180 Magicka, maybe 200. Which feels wrong until you realize that in the Ants powers, it's not that problematic. Oh, by the way, I meant to say, I cut myself off a lot. The pop-up portion gives you more magical points, so that's useful. Especially late in the game. I would love to actually use any of those in this section. Oh, that's a great start. It's basically a free tone. One thing Chits, I'm sure Chits is willing to take my advice on this. Needs to do, and I've noticed this for a while. I don't know how common it is, but I actually I don't. It's been a long time since I've actually watched people on Twitch. I used to for a while. One of those things that I just stopped doing. But they need to make game divisions because I'm watching this under Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, and when there's 5 versions of the game, literally you could have 5 different streamers streaming the game, and they could all be different versions. Let alone, I don't know, foreign versions. I don't know, those might exist. I saw this one abominable looking Japanese thing, I think it was. There's like a side scroller which claimed to be Harry Potter related, but I didn't see the resemblance. I just saw a picture. I didn't see it actually get played, but that was a treat. Yeah, I'm not doing very good at blocking that light. Oh, those parts really do not give much experience. Maybe I should just go on. I mean, it's not like there won't be enemies to fight up there. Oh, wait a second. Why am I using Flipanda? I need to start leveling this up. Okay. I'm happy I remembered at some point. At least I got a hard start for getting the Flipanda trio. Was it trio? I think it's trio. Yeah, this was to make this go a lot quicker. Of course, I'm probably not going to level up before we get 2 points for each rat. That's not going to happen. Or then I'll just use Lapando. I'm not using a pop-up potion here. I'm just not. I do appreciate how all these powers have different effects when you use them. I don't know, I think it looks cool. It looks distinct if it gives the powers a nice little flavor to them that's different. Like you saw earlier, the little hurricane tornado thingy from, I think there were wizard codes somewhere in here. I better remember that. Not that in most games I care about collecting all of them. In this game, I mean, it's not much point. I mean, there's kind of a point, but not enough of a point for me to actually care. I'll phrase it that way. Oh, and by the way, I have literally no idea what I'll show you when it comes up. Where is it? Well, that little arrow means, see, it's white. Now, I get that's pointing to the enemy I'm attacking. I'm not that bad. But, sometimes it's a different color. Sometimes it's black. Sometimes it was just a light blue. Sometimes it's red. I'm not sure if that tells me the effectiveness of the spell I'm about to use. I really have no clue. I haven't been able to decipher any meaning from it myself. See, because that's obviously going to be a critical hit. Well, it kills them anyway. And it was just white. So maybe it's just a graphical error. I mean, it is, you know, again, 20 years old. Over 20 years old at this point. It's just really incredible. Again, I didn't play this when I was young, but how time passes like that, it's awful. I realize it's cliche, but it is very true that the older you get, and I'm not even terribly old, but the older you get, time seems to go by a lot quicker. Oh, that was cool. I always feel good getting critical hits, even though there's nothing I actually do to actually, you know, own them. That's against just some random numbers that it decides to generate. Oh yeah, there we go. I now have 1 magic point left. Ooh, I'm getting a lot of those. Okay, I have 6. Again, I have 18 pumpkin pieces already. Cool. Very useful. Not that I'm going to use any of them right now, but it's useful for later. Now, but I'm not going to use it now. 59. I don't think these things do all that much damage, so this would, yeah, they just do 1. That's fine. Although I actually did do much damage to them apparently. So, well, it's going to take 4 hits for each. Yeah, about 4 hits for each. They'll do a total of 8 damage to me. Is that right? Did they attack first or did I? I think it was them. No, it was me, I think. Either way, it's fine. However else this game is, it's kind of tedious. I mean, it is literally just this. And because it's more kid-based, it's not like more technical ones where it's too dangerous. As long as you have some good planning and foresight, at least half decent foresight, you should be fine. I like to see last zeros on my side. It's especially painful when you use, I don't know, a 16 cast spell, and it just does 0. That's nothing you ever want to see. Well, no. Brown. There we go. 82.95. Okay. So I caught, what was that thing called? The Harry Potter trivia show that they were doing for, I think, a 4 weeks puzzle. Probably actually as a lead up to the Chinese anniversary. I didn't really connect it to that at the time. I caught the first half of the first episode. Not impressed. I don't even remember its name, so I'm not going to go on too much about it. But the first questions they asked each team, one, surprise, surprise, people in the houses they picked, people were divided into the Hogwarts houses, were self-reported. I don't know. Frankly, J.K. Rowling, whatever you can say about her, I say a lot about her. She did release, Pottermore, which has an official quiz. It's it's not perfect. I mean, it's certainly not perfect. I've actually gotten 2 different responses. The first time I took it, it said it was a Slytherin, like way back in, right when Pottermore first came out, which is I think 2012, 2013. I think it was 2013. I took it then. It said I was a Slytherin, so I was like, "What the hell? I'll be a Slytherin." I've always thought Ravenclaw, but I think a lot of people think Ravenclaw. I suspect Ravenclaw and Gryffindor would be the biggest self-reported ones. Hufflepuff has a lot of fans, and I'm not saying anything against them. It has a lot of fans. It's a perfectly fine house. So the Slytherins, the ones who want to, I don't know, fix the image of the house in a magic and texture sense. I don't know. So enough, like, really identified the Slytherin, but I was like, okay, it's causing me Slytherin, I'll be a Slytherin. I took it again, the Pottermore sorting quiz, 3 weeks ago. I got my profile, which did have any of the information they had on it. Ooh, cool. Oh, I already have the third one. Oh, that's not going to be useful. So anyway, I took it again, and then it called me a Gryffindor, which I just, frankly, find boring, because, woo-wee, it's the house of almost all the main important characters, all the gold characters of, the Harry Potter books. This I might need to flee from. I don't really want to die, but they're getting a lot of zeros, so maybe not. Oh, yeah, 2s aren't very good to see, though. I haven't seen any 3s, okay. And I'll need to get a critical on this, so yeah, that's, okay, they do 3, one pumpkin pasty won't go amiss. I've chanted, yeah, it's fine. Although it always sucks to use an item and then just level up, and then basically you lost the item for nothing. I mean, technically speaking, I gained the chance to survive, but still doesn't feel good. Yeah, so I have this mostly, I don't know what brought it on. I've always been interested in the fact that Harry Potter had multiple versions for the different adaptations. Like I said, I had the PS2 versions for the games 2, 3, and 4 for forever. Not maybe 3 months ago, I picked up finally picked up games 5 and 6 as on the PS2. I had played them already on the PC, but I thought, I want them on a console. And, and PS2 is in fact still my newest console. I don't have PS3, Xbox 3. I have nothing newer than PS2. So basically my main gaming is on the PC. That's glorious. Yeah, I love that. But it works out fine. Oh, now we get to see the Flipando Trio. No, I'm not going to use it, but yeah, 8. I automatically wrote to Skyrim terminology and think mana points. Comes down to the same magic points. I want to get this leveled up. Once I get this power 2, I think level 2 or hard up to where the boss thing is, and hopefully that'll be good enough. I just need to actually level it up. Anyway, yeah, so I picked up those games. So I was like, oh, this is really cool. Then, actually, it was just a week ago. I finally picked up the Philosopher's Stone PS2 version, which is I had to pick that before because I mean games 5 and 6 were just like I think $8 on eBay. Game 1 wasn't. I think it came out 2003. It came out 2 years after all the other versions of game number 1, which makes sense. It's newer concept, not newer concept, but a newer version. So, and it's if you compare graphics for the PS1 and the PS2 for the Philosopher's Stone and Chamber of Secrets, another thing about it, it wouldn't take you much trouble to figure out that's a newer version. But anyway, so yeah, I picked that up not too long, like I said, about a week ago. I also happened to pick up the PS1 versions of both Philosopher's Stone and Chamber of Secrets. Now, I kind of forgot. Wait, no, not that one. I kind of forgot that the PS2 had backwards compatibility with PS1 games, because I have one PS1 game, but I'm pretty sure the disc doesn't work, which is unfortunate, because what happens is, so I buy the PS1 versions of Philosopher's Stone and Chamber of Secrets, and then I'm like, okay, so that's fine, I like having them, but I want the system to play them on. So I order a PS1, and a classic PS1 with a controller, all the correct wires, blah blah. I'm like, okay, I got that. Let's get a memory card for the PS1 so I can save my games. So I buy a memory card. So you know how the story is going to end. I spoiled the surprise. So I get the PS1 games, and I'm like, okay, I've heard of backwards compatibility. Let's see if there's any chance the games will work. So I put the Philosopher's Stone into my PS2, and it just at first I don't know if anyone has a PS2. Sometimes when the disc doesn't work, it automatically you put it in. It kind of waits for a second, then it goes black before it goes to the not working screen, which is just the main interface. And what level am I? No. Coolio. So I thought that's what they was doing, but then the EA logo shows up. I think it was EA. And then the game just starts the catch consoles playing, and I'm like, oh, okay, I just wasted. I'm not going to say how much, but I just wasted a lot of money on a system I guess I didn't need. Now, technically speaking, I have no idea if yeah, see that arrow's black there, no idea why. I have no idea if PS1 memory cards work on PS2s. I have no clue. I could probably look up online, but I already ordered both anyway. So, at this point, does it really matter? I think I'll be getting Yeah, I'll be getting the memory card first, so I guess I'll see. But so I've played through half. I don't really know. A quarter. I've played through a quarter of the PS1 Philosopher's Stone, and the videos that you find online, long plays, I mean, they do it justice. It looks as graphically horrendous as the videos show, but you actually play them is a treat. Um, it's just hilarious to actually play them. Not that I've actually played any of the second one. I just played it in to see if it would work, and it actually worked. So there goes my money. But I did get a lot of money this last couple of weeks because I worked the holiday overtime and 6 days during the Christmas week. So that was a nice chunk of change, comparatively anyway, to what I usually get. Oh, but anyway, so yeah, I'm not. I have the PS1 games. I'm just not able to save them because apparently the games won't save on a It doesn't accept PS2 memory cards, which makes at least it makes sense to me unless there's a problem that I'm not foreseeing. Makes sense to me that they wouldn't work on those memory cards. So maybe when we get the PS1 memory cards in, I was going to, assuming they're the same size. I think they are. I don't know. I was going to put them into the PS2, see if it would save in that format. And if they don't, my best hope is that they don't. And then it would actually have justified the PS1 that I ordered. I don't know if it's going to, but that's the best hope. Because this, one way or the other, it's can't. I mean, I can't cancel the order. The people I bought it from were annoyingly specific and saying as soon as you order, you can't cancel. So I was hopeful / worried for a bit because I ordered it on 26th, 27th, around there. Maybe it's more like the 20. No, it's around there. And so they sent you can track things on eBay, probably other places. So I was looking at it, and it's so I ordered it 4 days later. It says, oh, okay, they sent the USPS the pre-shipment information. I'm like, okay, that's fine. So it's moving. Like, maybe it was the 23rd. I get it. It's the holiday. I wasn't going to complain or anything. But then like 3 days later, there's still no movement on anything. Like they didn't say, hey, they sent it for to the Bravo. But I think it was just only today finally some movement on it. So I'll actually probably get it next week. I think it's at the 7th. So I mean, I'll be getting the memory cards tomorrow. Probably would have gotten them today if it wasn't a Sunday, but you know how that goes. Yeah, the first Philosopher's Stone on the PS1 has a section with this lava. I didn't know the Forbidden Forest had lava, but it does apparently, and that's nice. It's nice to know. I guess it's lucky he didn't run into that in any of the books. Oh, wrong button. The only vault you can enter is yours. Nah, I can't figure that. It is Gringotts. Ooh wee, one rat. So anyway, recently I've been getting back into Harry Potter. Maybe not mainly, but it might be inspired by Well, a couple of things. One, I never did finish my point. Maybe I should have a notebook next to me with the points I make. It's not a bad idea, actually. The Harry Potter trivia show with what awful name it had. The first question they asked each team, the first episode was Gryffindor Slytherin. What a surprise. Was it Slytherin? No, it might have been Ravenclaw. It was a house. One of them was Gryffindor, it had to have been. And so the first question, one, I was already annoyed. They showed to ask the question, they showed scenes from movies, which is alright. Just if you're going to have a Harry Potter trivia show, base it on the books, not the movies, please. I don't. This is eons ago, but long ago, like I think even before Half-Blood Prince came out, Scholastic, the US, maybe the UK publishers, I don't know, of the Harry Potter books, they had on their site a Harry Potter quiz, trivia quiz, multiple choice. I think there's 4 answers. They fan submitted questions. I don't know if anyone but me and my brother remember this, but it was just you got 3 3 wrong answers, and then you lost. And literally we as kids would spend just hours, at the same computer. Yes, we only had one at the time. Just hours, playing this quiz, going back and forth, answering the questions, talking to each other, trying to figure out the answers. We never finished the quiz, but I don't know if you ever could finish the quiz. That was a blast. I really wish there was actually still a lab, but I doubt I'll ever see it again. But anyway, so the first questions they asked in the Harry Potter trivia game sort of thing, which was just hideously designed. I get it, it's practical, but when you talk about Harry Potter trivia, I don't care about this practical, I care about the actual goddamn trivia. So, this practical doesn't matter to me at all. In fact, it detracts it from me. But so they showed the first one. They showed a scene from Goblet of Fire, and it was the scene in the trophy room right after Harry's name comes out of the goblet. With Dumbledore's yowling. Yeah, the whole Dumbledore sad calmly meme, and that's where I thought they were going with it. Which is like, okay, a meme based on, that's not so much a meme, but just a point in Gambin's horrendous Dumbledore acting. I know there are people who like Gambin a lot more than Richard Harris, and granted, it's not like they had the choice to keep Richard Harris. It's not like he just quit one day. But yeah, I'm not sure how much I blame Gambin, although I do blame Gambin a lot, or how much I blame the writing. That was not my favorite Dumbledore. I thought he was not how I see Dumbledore. I like Richard Harris a lot more than I did Michael Gambon. But that's a debate that's never going to actually be decided, because all that comes down to his opinion. Okay, we're at level 6, almost at level 7. Well, this is going to get me there. Oh man, no, it won't. Anyway, so they showed that scene, but no, that wasn't what the question was. I expected the question to be, I don't know, famous meme, like, what do Harry Potter fans think when they see the scene? Something that would have gotten the answer Dumbledore said calmly, because that's what I expect. But no, the question, it was Ravenclaw, that's what it was. It was Ravenclaw versus Gryffindor. The question was, when Madame Maxine walks into the room, what does she swat with her hand? It had nothing to do with Harry Potter trivia. It was an observational movie question. And That's bad enough. That's already, frankly, unacceptable for a Harry Potter trivia quiz show. You see, if I did a Harry Potter trivia quiz show, I'll take it fucking seriously. And it's not helped when this is when I was completely done. By the way, I didn't want to watch this at all. Someone taped it and thought I would enjoy it. They severely misunderstood. Um, they asked a team who were the. What was the correct question? Who was it's so stupid I almost don't even want to say it. What was Remus Lupin's name as a sign of the Marauders map? Okay, that's. I guess it's a fair question. I mean, I'm sorry, but granted, the movies didn't even waste time explaining that. The third movie, some people like the third movie on Alfonso Cuarón. Read the book, because frankly, the movie sucks. The Prisoner of Azkaban book is maybe the third best, second best book of the series. The movie doesn't come close. I'm one of those strange people who actually do like the first two movies more than any of the others that came after them. I do, granted, I have a special place in my heart for Half-Blood Prince, just because I find the movie hilarious. There's some of the best comedy of any of the movies. There are so many scenes that I just burst out laughing because of how hilarious they're acted. Harry's stoned / drunk acting under the Felix Felicis is golden. It's golden every time I see it. So I also have a very there goes that in content. I have a very unusual place in my heart for Goblet of Fire. You say it's the worst adaptation. Well, no, yeah, it's the worst adaptation. 5 comes close, but I think 5 holds up battle a little. But oh, I laugh it up. Cool. I did notice that. Okay. But yeah, read the Prisoner of Azkaban book. The final confrontation in the Stricken Sack in Prisoner of Azkaban in the book is about, I think it's 5 chapters. All it is basically is conversation between Harry, Ron, Hermione. Ron doesn't say too much. Although they give Hermione one of Ron's lines from the book, an important line, I'll point out. And so, it's just a conversation between them, Sirius Black, who of course they still assume is the person, who betrayed Harry's parents, and Remus Lupin, who comes in, and Snape for a little bit he gets knocked out, not too late after he comes in. I think he only lasts maybe 4 pages after he reveals himself, and and of course Peter Pettigrew when he gets revealed, and yeah, it's an amazing. It's a frankly, even now, eons after I first read it or first heard it, it's amazing. The emotion from Sirius Black, the emotion from Remus Lupin, it just really gets me because it's like the thing that I always liked is Harry's words died in his throat mouth, whatever, when he saw Remus Lupin help Sirius Black off the ground and embrace him like a brother. And that's just because of course Remus just found out Sirius was Sirius was that had been true to the Potters all this time and wasn't the betrayal, which of course Remus had assumed is true for years at this point. So I know it's just, and then later in the same scene, no, not Flipando Duo, where where Sirius Black is talking to Harry, where he's almost begging Harry. He says in a hoarse voice, "I never would have betrayed your father, James, Harry. I would have died for him." And it's Gary Oldman is a good actor. I don't know why he has prison tattoos. I don't think he meant to do that, but whatever. But the scene is. The scene in the book so much better, and also the scene actually, explains things. Which the movie never even attempted to explain anything. Anything. I'm not even sure the movie said. It might have said that Remus wrote the Morales map, but I'm not positive. The videos are unlisted now. You can still find them in a playlist. Go watch what's his name, Dominic Noble's what's the series called? Lawson adaptation of the Harry Potter books. Go watch those. One, he's just an amusing presenter. I really enjoy his style. And he has such snazzy dressing too. But go watch those. Those are great. Because like me, he's a book purist, basically. We have disagreements on the fifth book. He doesn't like it. I actually rather enjoy it. Cops Like Harry is one of my low-key favorite moments of the series, just because I find it hilarious. Harry going around screaming at people because frankly, granted he doesn't need to scream at Ron and Hermione, but it's not like he doesn't have reasons to be pissed. So I think it works out, but some people didn't like it. That's a whole other conversation. Cool, that's what I was waiting for. I'm probably power leveling too much, but I don't know. Yeah, go watch his unlisted videos on that. It's the Patoathon. You'll find it if you just go to his channel and go through his playlists. I don't think you can find them by searching them up. So cool. What do I need now? Technically speaking, I need to get the third level of this. Okay. Yeah, don't do a trivia show based on the movies, basically. Don't ask observational questions. The second one was even worse. They showed a scene from Prison of Azkaban. Oh, I did it. They showed a scene from Prison of Azkaban. They showed the strange pine contours in Remus Lupin's office. And they asked what one of the numbers was. One of the Roman numerals. Now, granted, the team got it right, and I was impressed. Except that that's not a Harry Potter trivia question. You can't morph that into even being considered a Harry Potter trivia question. Anyway, so back to one of my points. They asked what was Remus Lupin's name on the Morales map, which they had to direct. I'm just guessing, I haven't read anything. I swear they had to direct the contestants had to answer things to give people, the audience, time to think, because it looks bad on a game show. This is why I would have been accepted on that show, because I wouldn't have wasted time, because the answer is Mooney. Okay, if you've read the books, if you can retain knowledge, and if you're into the lore at all, that's not even a question, frankly. You just know, yeah, Mooney is Remus Lupin on the Marauders map. That's just what it is. At least all these doors. That's kind of funny. At least all these locked doors make you feel your own vote is safe. Gosh. It's not a question. No Harry Potter fan, no well, I don't really think a self-described Harry Potter fan who's not a child, and of course, I was a child when I was a Harry Potter fan, I probably wouldn't know trivia. But then again, I also would have gone to a Harry Potter trivia show thinking I deserve to be there. So, take that for what you will. Elitist, gatekeeping, whatever. The answer is Mooney. There's no question. What were the options they gave for the on this officially licensed on TV Harry Potter game show? One of these names is, I think it was Mooney, Wormtail. I think it was Padfoot. I don't think it was Prongs. Mooney, Wormtail, Padfoot. I'm dying inside just thinking it, let alone saying it. It's too the Lupinator. And what happened is exactly what you expect to happen. The crowd out laughed. And they did this with, I think, every single question. They had multiple choice, but one of the choices was just a comedy answer. Even Harvey could have opened this door. Maybe the Lupinator could. That's the one problem with long hair. Well, one of the problems with the long hair. It's too stupid for words. If you're going to have a Harry Potter trivia game show, an official game show, ask real questions and give real choices. Because once the audience all laughs, then not that you didn't know in the first place, because you did, but then you know, oh, it's not going to be the Lupin. It's the Lupinator. I don't know what. It was horrible. I didn't even finish. I don't think I even got halfway through the first episode. I promise I'm not going to watch any others. Disgraceful. Maybe I'm a buzzkill, because you know, when it comes to Harry Potter trivia, I think not that it matters, but there's a correct way to do it, and there's a wrong way to do it, and what a suck they went to the wrong way. Horrible. But anyway, back to another point. One of the reasons I'm getting back into Harry Potter recently is because, one, I saw a bit of, what's it called? The Abomination with the Anarchy, the mobile thing. Hogwarts Mystery, yes, that one. I guess I saw a video pop up because I've been looking at Harry Potter games, you know, different versions of the original series. And so it just popped up in my YouTube recommendations. I'm like, oh, I kind of knew about it a little bit because I use the Harry Potter wiki every now and then, you know, just like browsing. And these, you know, every now and then I get these nicely pixelated. It has nice animation, I'll give it that. I would like to laugh a lot before I attempt about what was this door saying. That's actually pretty funny. So many locked doors, so few keys. I like that. I like it a lot actually. You know, Hogwarts Mystery has a quasi interesting story. I kind of like the I like the idea of the story. The Harry Potter wiki. If you don't use the Harry Potter wiki, basically, I'm pretty sure I don't agree with the policy, but still, policy's been the policy for, I think, as long as they've existed. That they count anything as canon unless it's been contradicted by a higher form of canon. The highest form, of course, being the books, and probably what J.K. has said from her own mouth. Then the movies, which I don't think should be on the canon list at all, but so if there's something in the movies that wasn't directly said in the books, but as long as it wasn't contradicted, it's canon. which I think is a wrong way to do canon. Again, it's their policy. There's so many different media adaptations that they have to do something. They have to at least acknowledge it. I mean, some things from the video games on the Harry Potter wiki is canon. This one, in fact, some things are on as canon. Where are we? Level 7. Once I get to level 8, I'll go up to the boss thingy. Yeah, so I wouldn't mind playing. Let me phrase this. I wouldn't mind experiencing Hogwarts Mystery if it wasn't for the fact that it's a mobile game with all that entails. Mobile games are horrible. The multiple, usually 3, sometimes 4 currencies. You know, they have the gold, then they have the diamonds, then they have the platinum. It's disgusting. It's a disgusting money grab that they don't even need. See, it's free to download the game. It doesn't take you but a second. You're in the character creation. And then you see, oh, that's funny. Almost every single goddamn hairstyle is locked behind a money gate. And technically speaking, it's not, you don't have to pay, $3 for it. You just have to pay 40 gold. Which, of course, you can buy gold and diamonds with actual money, but it's not the same because it's not actual money. It's disgusting. I'm not a fan of things like that in the best of times, but the way that game does it, where not only do they lack interesting hairstyles and clothing, all that of course they lack all of that behind things like that. They have this energy system where you use energy to take notes during class, you use energy to concentrate, use energy to talk, use energy to look. I think you use energy. What was it? You use energy for basically anything. Cool. And I'm not sure I've actually seen phone counters on one screen before. And I hope I'm being some entertaining because this gameplay can't be entertaining at all. To just watch. So it really is up to me to hold it up. But yeah, not only is the energy system bad, where you run out and you can't do anything literally until you recharge. I think it takes to recharge all your energy. I'm not sure if you ever get any more. I don't know. I've only played through less than half of the first year because I was like, no, I like the idea. The concept is interesting. I think I like the characters. I think the characters are actually rather interesting. But I was not going to handle the energy system. There was no way in hell I was even going to attempt it. Because not only is there that, there's this great I don't know, I'm sure other mobile games do it, but I care so little about mobile games I don't know. Where at one point the character's like, hey, let's go talk with the Great Owl about something important, I'll point out. And so, but you can't just go talk to them. You have to wait an hour and a half. Or pay 40 gold to make it speed up, and then you can go talk to them. And I know, and I played enough to know that that's not the only time it happens, because you actually need to meet somebody in the courtyard another hour and a half. Just an hour and a half if we can actually play the game that you want to play. Unless you want to pay them. Once again, I know there are people who have played it. I know there's a whole subreddit. I am sure it has a lot of fans. But that type of mobile design is not only discussion, it shouldn't be promoted or accepted. It should be laughed at and thrown out of the room and ignored until it doesn't suck and isn't a greedy monstrosity. Because I get it. Frankly, I'd rather pay $20 to play a version of the game that actually, is fair, that doesn't make you wait, that doesn't have horrible energy restrictions. Then I'd rather pay that than pay God knows how much some people have paid into the game. I'm sure there's someone out there who's paid in over $100, over $200 into the game just to speed up the story, because they make you wait hours at a time, and that's just that. That's not even including the times you have to wait for your energy to recharge, which I think takes an hour and 40 minutes. There we go. That's what I was waiting for. That's not what I wanted to do, but it works. It's fun. Yeah, I'd like to appreciate that story, but I'm not going to watch somebody play through that game. I don't even like seeing those style of games. In fact, which is just so distasteful to me. I didn't see that one. But finally, to a point I probably talked about an hour ago. I actually don't know how long I've been streaming. I assume I'm still on. Yeah, I should be. I am quite excited. I'm not going to say optimistic. I'm not going to pre-order it either. I love to give JK any money. But for the what's this? Hogwarts Legacy, which is hypothetically the dream game the Harry Potter fans have been wanting since we were old enough to know what games were, I guess. It's supposed to be a open world. It sort of Hogsmeade in the trailer. It's just frankly, I think a trailer should show gameplay, not just cinematics. Like the trailer, ooh, it's exciting. It didn't show any gameplay, so you can just toss that out the window. I have no idea what the artifact's going to be, for the game. It's supposed to be an open world RPG where you can make your choices. See, it says you can make your choices, but then in the trailer it shows you fighting dark wizards. Hypothetically, you should be able to become a dark wizard. Because that's, I'm not going to say it's, technically speaking, it's a legitimate choice in the fact it's a choice that one should be able to make. You can't say you make your choices and then limit the choices you can make. There's the scary boss encounter. That's also funny. You can't get in, but at least you don't have to try to get out. That's true. That's very true. Okay. I'll do this. I will give myself... I won't even waste time giving myself more health. I will save first though, just in case. I don't think I've woefully mislaughed, but it's always possible. So Hogwarts Legacy, it takes place in the 1880s? I think it's 1880s. Which That's cool. It's going to do the very, very smart thing. And I assume it's going to do the smart thing. And focus on, well, obviously, with the Resident World before Harry Potter. Okay, this is our first mini boss. This 8 damage. It's not nearly as bad as I remember my first time, so I must be doing just fine. How much damage does this do? 43. And let's see, well. Oh yeah, I'm doing just fine. Maybe I spent too long here, but makes the game makes the game a lot like, I don't know. Maybe not easier, you just move along quick, I don't know. It works out. Cool. Again, sorry I've been up at this point a while. 8 hours for the work day. It's been 8 hours since then. 17 hours, 18, maybe 19. Anyway, so I will be picking up Hogwarts, not Hogwarts Mystery, Hogwarts Legacy. Cool. That was easy. I will be picking that up. I might pre-order it. It might be the first thing if I ever pre-ordered. I think that's right. I did have an actual up-to-date gaming computer until like 2000, I guess 17, maybe 18. 2018, that sounds more right. So I mean, there's no point for me pre-ordering games to call it play. I did happen to pick up Arkham Knight on sale. I'm a big Batman fan. I'm basically nerd light. I'm into enough things where I'm kind of nerdy, but like I'm not into the really. And I'm not saying this derogatorily. I wish I was a bigger nerd than I actually am. But maybe I'm just not a nerd in the right stuff. But like Star Trek, Star Wars, or other big ones. Lord of the Rings. I've never seen a movie, let alone read around the books. But yeah, but Batman, I enjoy Batman, the Batman Arkham games. Story-wise, questionable. But overall, funny enough that I can look past the unquestionable stories and almost all the games. I think that I am going to say I think Arkham Origins had the best story out of all of them. Well, maybe the first one. The first one probably had the least plot holes. Damn it! I didn't see how much experience that giant rat gave me. I mean, it's not like I'm going to see it now. I might not be long for this warlord. Much longer. I'll probably do my Hogwarts. So there we go. There you are. It's been about a fucking hour, Hagrid. There you are. You shouldn't have died behind like that. Right. You should have left me in a vault full of fucking monsters, dude. Hey, Harry's actually calling him being a bit sassy. And the book series actually rather sassy. It's hilarious. Again, read the books if you haven't. They're not too long of a read, especially the first couple of ones. Granted, like the best book, I think I'd like to see a poll. I'm sure one's been done. I think the best book is number 4. I think it's the best crafted mystery. I think it's perfect. Like the clues are out there. Just glory. Like literally thinking about it makes me smile because of how good it was. How good it was designed, the mystery. When J.K. her background law sucks. Like her mathematics suck, her geography sucks. Her higher thoughts on like how magic works are contradictory. They suck. But when it comes to constructing mysteries, when she's on point, she's actually rather good at it. And book 4 is the best mystery. I've been looking for you everywhere, yeah? But I didn't go everywhere. I was right here by as I was saying long ago, every game has their nice thing about it is every game has their own little funny moments. Their own dialogue. Because no matter how bad graphically, and I by the way don't care too much about graphics, but how bad graphically Philosopher's Tone looks on the PS1, it has its own funny moments. It has its own really interesting story cues it has. And other games, even a game I'm very interested in playing is the Nintendo DS Half-Blood Prince. Looks really interesting to me. The Nintendo DS version of Order of the Phoenix looks like absolute trash, but the DS version of Half-Blood Prince looks interesting. But anyway, yeah, all of the funny moments, all the games have something to them. I don't think there's a worthless one in the bunch. Although I can think of maybe some that might come close. Anyway, great logic here. But I did it go everywhere. Oh, I read this. I was right here by your vote. I find that super hilarious. This is our mind. It and the actually it might have just been a movie. You didn't think your parents would leave you with nothing, which actually is a very good line. Other thing about it, because it's not like Harry knew, but it is. We'll be taking just enough silver stickers. That's wizard money. It's a currency, one of the currencies, galleons and knuts or nuts, one of the two. Not one of the other mentioned that in the movie. In game number 5, a gargoyle says knuts. So I assume it's knuts, even though it sounds super wrong. Too creepy for school. So we go to the next vote now, so. Aye, we should hurry. Harry, here's your money and the list of what you need. Buy everything on the list. I'll pick up the you-know-what, I don't know, then meet you in front of Gringotts. 850 was. I think that's a lot. 17 knots in a sickle. I have no idea how many sickles is in the galleon. School supply list. You're not gonna get an answer, Harry, but I appreciate you trying. What is the you-know-what? I like asking Harry's questions in this very... I'm not going to get the word. Not stupid, but oblivious maybe. Like young kid who like has no clue what's going on. He's just hilarious, especially in this game, and it really does fit. I'm not sure how he does actually knows anything in this game. Can't tell ya. Hagrid's business. See you outside, Harry. Oh, and classic game design for this. Wait, maybe I'm wrong. You're finally inside your... Wait a second, the way it phrases that. You're finally inside your family vault. It's hard to believe you never knew... No, it's not. How do you believe you never knew about it before? You lived with the Dursleys, who didn't know about it before. And let's be frank, if they did know about it, they never would have told you anyway. It's not hard to believe. In fact, it's easy to believe. Whatever, that's fine. Yeah, we have to go all the way back out ourselves. It's not nice and give us a cash screen and then take us out of the bank. Which I guess makes some sense because Hagrid is going to another vault, but still. I think there's a card in here somewhere. I don't remember where though. Like I said, I know I've missed some. Oh, card. Oh, that's useless, basically. Oh wait, does that actually give me more cards? I actually don't know. No, it doesn't. It's just a combination. Oh yeah, it's a combination that I could use if I get the cards. Frankly, I haven't. Yeah, basically these are. I have these 3 cards, so I can use this combination. I have Snitch Streak. See, I didn't pick this this dark pack last time I played, so I actually don't recognize these. Cancel Snack, that makes some sense. Useless, but it makes some sense. Cool. Yeah, almost positive I'm going to do Harry's cool list and then get to Hogwarts and then probably stop there and hopefully stream tomorrow if things go well. No promises, but that's. I would like to stream more. I'm not going to get a fan base out of it, but that'd be, it's just nice to do, especially since I've have all these games I'd like to play, and that was a waste of points. Hopefully the audios are captioned correctly. I'll have to listen to a bit of this and repeat on shits. I'm pretty sure it saves videos. I should do some of these encounters. Well, I did kind of overpower to the boss. But yeah, I'm not going to say I'm optimistic, but I'm looking for. In fact, I'm not optimistic. Well, I don't think it's going to be garbage, but I don't think it's going to be nearly as good as they're trying to make it out to be. I'm very interested in Hogwarts Legacy, and I believe it comes out this year. It was supposed to come out last year. COVID happened. COVID's still happening. So yeah, I look forward to it. I'll probably pre-order it, which is again the first time I've pre-ordered anything. Yeah, I'm positive that's right. Let's be fair, what's this door say? That's actually boring compared to what the other ones. So many locked doors, so few keys. See that? See, that's funny. That makes up for it. Anything could be behind the locked door. Anything but you, that is. Okay. Horse and walls have cards. Let's take a quick gander. No. Actually, let's see what that was first. I thought we had a. Oh no, we have 2. Okay. Yeah. Some games do this. Maybe all of them actually. Maybe not Prison of Azkaban PS2. I love how you have to specify console after saying the name of the game because there's so many goddamn versions. We can get 2 versions of different cards, multiple versions of different cards anyway. There we go. Oh no. Okay, it's only some of the horse. That's ominous. Of course, because I have no other counters, I will be getting the Hogwarts Legacy, not Mystery, Hogwarts Legacy on PC. So what's the next major thing I need to fight? Oh, okay, yeah. I think I'd rather they were. I guess I know what they're talking about now. I think it said there were 4 of those. I'm not wasting my time trying to find them all. Because I just don't care. Again, I don't care too much. I would like to. I'd like to collect all the cards in all the Harry Potter games, but that's granted they're not in any game past 4, but still. It's the pixel. What is that? No, I won't say that. I wonder if all of these pictures are on. They won't be the main picture. I wonder if they're all on the Harry Potter wiki. They might be. I don't know. Roland Craig. Oh, that's interesting. Other cards should say that. Present president of English Gobson's Quidditch team. What? That doesn't make sense, does it? Gobson's team. The English Gobson's team, not. God. He's the current president of the English Gobsons. I don't know why Quidditch is there. I really need to pay on the I would kill to pay on the console games, but I don't capture cards. I don't have any of the things set up to be able to do that. So disappointing, but that's what it is. Quidditch Gobsons Quidditch team. Well, there were 2. There are 2 up there, so I guess there's probably 2 down here. Wrong button. I predicted, and I was quite correct, that I'd get a bit of a dry throat. Frankly, I don't talk too much. That's not fair. I talk more than I used to. My first 8 months where I currently work, I barely talked at all. Then I actually started, meeting people. Takes me a while to get to know someone. Oh, see, there's another one. Yay! Let's find that last one. Ooh, what's this door say? No, boring. Hopefully this one. Cool. Let's see. No. Actually, what's on that list? See, this is cool. I like this. I like this a lot, actually. You have a list, and diagonal is pretty open. I mean, it's as open as it is in the game. You have to go to the shops. You have to find these different items. I like that a lot, honestly. And let's not forget. Oh, right, back to back. Yeah, in every other media representation I've seen, unless I'm way wrong, which I don't think I am, but if I am, I am. Grenard Jones is African American. She's not a white blonde-haired woman. These pictures are the best, and by that I mean the worst. Captain of the only all-female national Quidditch team, the Holyhead Harpies. I've always been fascinated by other Quidditch teams. Of course, the Charlie Cannons, which is always cracks me up. And what's the thing Dumbledore says? Um, I, I, I'll be dead within the year as solely as the Charlie Cannons will come in last place in the Quidditch League. Even on his, like, not that bad, but even in that, Dumbledore's making jokes about how bad the Charlie Cannons suck. It's hilarious. Oh, no. Damn it, let's go. Cyprian Udall. The hell is that pixie? Okay. Um, Granted I'm tired, but I don't know why I'm looking at. I don't know where the I don't know where the face is. I know where it's supposed to be, but I'm not sure if he's facing that way or that way. I don't know. Is he bandaged? I don't. I don't know. Usually he is. When it's not abstract, he's usually with a one of those, I don't, a bowl haircut. Ounce's hair. Looks kind of wiry. That's usually how he's portrayed. Not as an abstract painting. Only Quidditch referee after to die during a match, and as other crowds say, most likely from a spectator. I believe it was. See, the other games which I know this is a mobile old game. It's fine. I'm not holding it against it. Other games give dates for these his characters, which I always find fascinating. And actually, since this one doesn't, maybe it doesn't matter that I might want to get other cards. Although the information is slightly different for some of them, so yeah. I really didn't know what I'm looking at picture wise. I need to come back to that later. Where were we? Where were we? Oh yeah, we got other. Okay. Let's do one more encounter for Gold Marshal. One more encounter. There we go. I really power lava tail, but what can you? I mean, it's not going to. It's certainly not going to harm me. In the game, I might have lost any viewer I would have gain from it, but in the game I'm fine. Cool. What did I end up with? That's not right. 20. That's good. No Wigan one, but maybe you'll get that yet. 30. Yum. As the Gremlin would say. By the Gremlin's great movie. Watch it. Gremlins 2 not as good, but probably watch it anyway. I mean, you haven't lived and you've seen a Gremlin sing New York, New York. As my grandpa always said. Oh wait, no, that's No, it isn't. That's a fine start you've made, Harry. Check the list I gave you and go buy the rest of your gear. I'm just going to look at the steps in order and get what I get in that way. Okay. Damn it. Let's do it again. Have you found any hidden items yet? There are many all around, but I bet there's even one inside that barrel. I bet there's... Jeez, Lee. I mean, to be fair, if the first time you play it, you wouldn't probably checking things. I have a cut on my arm. I don't know where it came from. That's what walking has done to me. I get cuts on my fingers on my arm. I have no idea where they come from. Yeah, I mean, you could have gone through that entire Green God section that realized that you could check places for things. Yeah, see? It's not there because I got it already. I'm not even going to say anything for what this encounter is. Are you a collector? I have a card that might interest you. Do you mean a famous wizard's card? Well, maybe. My collection is quite small at the moment. This one is very rare. Saucy herself. Want to trade? What do you want for it? Naive, that's the word I was looking for a while ago. Sounds like some naive, oblivious kid, which he kind of is. But this game really ups it up. Yeah, people cast me on the street all the time wanting a Beezer's tone for a card. A Beezer's tone? Bizarre? I don't remember. It's been a while since I've seen the movies. A Beezer. A stone. Interested? I don't even know. I don't even know what that is. Must be a fusty. Sorry to bother you. Jesus. I don't know if the angle you look at something affects whether you find something. For example, I don't know if I need to explain it. I don't know if that would find me. Oh, I can't actually. Okay, I can do this. That I don't know if that would find me something, but this wouldn't. Maybe, maybe not. With this type of game, I can't really tell. Okay, so first up we have Oh, yeah, this. No, not that. This. Oh, not Malpoppers. Oh, this is just a cauldron shop. Pottage's cauldron shop. Yeah, Pottage's. Okay. There's no harm in like going up and just clicking things. Maybe you'll find the card. I hope I was pushing the right button there. I'm gonna get either collapsible cauldron or copper cauldron. What's it say? It's gonna be a lot of going back and forth here. Oh, it just says one cauldron. Okay, I'm getting the cheap one. My mother always told me to buy cheap. Oh, portions. I do like the portion making system in this game. I don't know how available the ingredients are, but the portion making system is actually kind of cool. All portions are made in cauldrons. If you select and use a cauldron, you will get the screen showing all ingredients you have. Select the ingredients you want and then press start to mix them. I don't know if I was pushing the right button to check. I guess not. Cool. I have to go for. Okay, next is... This is going to be Malpop. Malpoppers. Just the apothecary? I'm pretty sure it's Malpoppers apothecary, but okay. Strange. This game's usually so detailed. But it's just apothecary. Okay. At least that makes sense, an alchemy card. That's fascinating. Alador Cutteridge. Discover the use of gillyweed when she stuck her heart into a bucket of water. Surely somebody who like has played the games. Really, I guess maybe you could browse the wiki and get the same recognition. That's possible to be fair, but so interesting contradiction. Two characters are credited with the discovery of gillyweed. Alador Cutteridge in the 1600s and Beaumont Material Banks in the 1700s is credited with also credited with the discovery of gillyweed, which of course makes you breathe underwater. It could be sexist. I've seen some people theorize. By the way, the talk pages on the Harry Potter wiki are a fascinating place for discussion. If you want in-depth Harry Potter discussion, I guess you could read the subreddit. Oddly enough, I'm not on the Harry Potter subreddit. I guess I did it with the hassle. It's possible. But I've seen some people theorize that Beaumont Material Banks was more of a scientist, not scientist. He was in the field. I'm a botanist, and she was just some random woman who happened to discover it. So, but I mean, they both have cards that both say they discovered it. Makes me wonder if Material Banks is in this game. Not. I'll have to keep an eye out for that. By the way, none of the other cards say she discovered it by sticking her heart in a bucket of water. So, this is potions. Oh, is this potions? Oh, see, it says it right there. My Papa's Apothecary. No, is it round? 200 for Papa up. 150 for Wigan Wild Heals. 50 health? It has to be more than Pumpkin Paste, and the Pumpkin Paste is 25. Maybe. 75? I don't know. That heals poisons. Oh, I need a poison kit back, that's what it is. I remember that. I'm not selling those. I'm not selling those in the slightest. Fossil books, floors and blots. Tag pack, that's gloves, hat, cloak. Oh, that's all going to be Malkins. Okay, cool. So just two much tabs actually. I'll visit everywhere, but that's just two much tabs. This is going to be Elapse Emporium. That's I've always liked the name Elap. That's just so cool. Alap maybe. Elapse Owl Emporium. It's just a cool name. I like it. And this owl just has a famous card for me. I also really like the eyes. Looks really creepy, but also cool. Another pixel. It's not the worst. I've always liked this name. It's such a cool name. Gaspard Singleton. Some of these names are so beast. I don't remember. I don't know if anyone knows that. Remembers that in Tome of Endowment, but yeah, it's a beast name. Celebrated inventor of the self-stirring cauldron. Welcome to Ellipse Art Emporium. What you, please? You? What do you mean? What year are you in Hogwarts? First? Second? That's why it matters. I'm not in Hogwarts yet. And that karma, I guess, works. Sorry, we can't really sell. Is it illegal? I mean, he's. I mean, technically speaking, he's a Hogwarts schoolist, so might as well be a Hogwarts. We can't sell to you because you're not. Why can't. Whatever. Okay. Look around if you like, though. Good day. Ridiculous. I wonder if that's in the wiki that Ellipse does it sell to people who are forces who have entered the school. What's this one? Broomstick Place. Broomstick Place. Did this even get a name? No, no name. Broomsap. Great name. Inspired. I like these Comet 26. They're like, I don't know, something with a pixel. I mean, it's our pixel. It looks really cool. I like it. Hello, young man. Are you a first year student? I like his beast masters. I will be. I mean, once again, you might as well be. I mean, doesn't it come down to the same at this point? You know, no, I don't. You know, you know, I can't sell to you, of course. Look around all you like. So does that mean that if a parent came in with his pre-first year student, they would sell them the broom? Doesn't make any sense. Okay, that was out of vandals. That's even kind of a nice for good luck. Oh, Jesus. If this stopped recording an hour ago, I'd be so pissed. But do what you do. Okay. Actually, I was referring to this a while back. So that Fu Manchu? Huh. Don't run from every creature you encounter. You can't defeat stronger creatures unless you defeat. I'm sorry. You can't defeat stronger creatures later unless you defeat weaker creatures now. I can promise you that's true. Gorgalia ran where you don't defeat anything unless the ones you have to. Water walk. I'm going to check what level I'm at. Actually, that doesn't matter. I want to see how far I am to leveling up so I can get my magic points back. I mean, 2 points is a game. Really do much to help. Almost 9, that's not bad. I wonder what the lava cup is. I have no idea what it is in this game. I'm assuming there's probably one. But I don't know what it is. In my other game, I'm almost level 50. I suppose that would be the entrance. You can barely sell anything for anything. Okay, there should be floors and blots. Yeah. Sure, one of these boxers has something. Really? Okay. Never mind. My sword has been denied. Ah, a young scholar. You are always welcome in Floors and Bloods. Hogwarts, first year? Yeah. Yes. You have your books right here, already sorted. Will be 143 sickles. I mean, it's not that a choice. Thank you. No. Thank you. Thank you for stopping the Floors and Bloods. Happy reading. Jesus. Oh, there we go. That's our first Wigan potion. This is Malkin's. Oh, Malfoy. Oh, cool. Literally just only today I watched. What's her name? Queen Curio? Or Draco Malfoy essay. This is part of it. But not the game, but this conversation at Malkin's. Yeah, well, I thought I've been wanting some good Harry Potter essay analysis things. I really enjoy video essays on YouTube. Usually the movie talking about movies. Of course, there's the Fall of Doctor Who by Jay Axie, which is 5 hours, but it's amazing. Another one I really like is who was it? A a hour and a half comparison of the Ratchet and Clank first 2002 original game on the PS2. That was one of the first PS2 games I've ever played, by the way. Still one of my favorite Ratchet and Clank. Well, second one actually might be my favorite. Good series. I haven't played anything past Size Matters, which is horrible. Well, yes, it's place, but it's not a good place. But is there a comparison between Ratchet and Clank, the original, to Ratchet and Clank, the 2016 remake, which is based on the movie, which I haven't seen? If you've ever played the Ratchet and Clank games, I'll personally suggest watching it. I was British, I remember that. The gaming Brit, that's it. Yeah, give it a watch. It's very good video. And as of course again the Fall of Doctor Who, Jay Axie's brilliant video on the Jodie Whittaker era, which at that time was up to Revolution of the Daleks. It doesn't have the new Flux series and any of the patches that have come afterwards. So anyway, also Quinn Curious, Jacob Malfoy essay, and she also has a whole other Slytherin one. Both really good too. She also has the Diamond Down of Ron Weasley. Not as good, but has some good points in it. I wish he had more, but she doesn't. Hello. I can't do a good Draco voice. It's not going to happen. Hello, I'm Draco Malfoy. Are you a Hogwarts student? And before I will be. I will be soon. Me too. I saw you only with a beastly servant Hagrid. At least he knows his name. I like Hagrid. Do you? Not how now this. Not how short, you know, technically speaking. Could be a wizard. I mean, yeah, he was probably still a wizard. At least as far as they know. Not how short, you know. He's almost as bad as a Muggle. Perhaps a worse. What's perhaps worse about him? I mean, he's at least aware of magic, which Muggles aren't. Well, that was it. In the book, it's about more amusing conversation. But that's fine. Well, see you later. Just insults Hagrid and walks away. It's hilarious. Also, it's really, really, really strange to see Jake with just a t-shirt and jeans. I know one of these has something. Unless this is another one I'm just wrong. Okay. Yeah, Modern Mountains. I think I'll just buy one of everything. I don't know if I need one of everything, but I need most of it. Well, boots, bout, hat, gloves, cloak. Gloves, hat, cloak, 3 robes. Okay. I assume that would be these. The work robes. It didn't say gloves, but I'll get them just for because I can. Pointed hat. Bout. Only 3 sigils. Plain boots. Boots. Not shoes, boots. I don't remember the official school list. Was it boots? And I actually don't know why it really mattered, but maybe they specified. Okay. I have everything. Cool. I just here I think 1 or 2 steps to visit, but let's get that equipped. This gives more. You can read. It gives me more things. Not much, but it's something. 1 4 1 1. I think I'll go with a window clock instead. Oh, see, -2 agility maybe. That's fine. You have a quad. Yeah, I did that. I can't even get you Hogwarts this video. I'll do the train ride, but what's this? Circuit Plum's magical sweets sap. Cool. That's a nice bird. Bowman Wright, famous for developing the golden snitch. Previously, before he developed it, I think it was in the 1300s. No. 1400s. Maybe I don't actually remember. It was played with a small board, the golden snitch. But of course, because it was being produced for Quidditch, basically, the species I think went extinct or went nearly extinct. So obviously they had to stop doing that. And surprisingly, the wizards actually did. Usually they don't have such preservation instinct, but there we go. How much pumpkin pasties cost? Because frankly, it's not a bad investment to pick up some of those. There we go. That's fine. You know what? Let's treat myself. That's not right. Let's treat myself. See, here's something really fun. You can get chocolate frogs, but you don't get the cards that canonically come with the chocolate frogs unless you actually open the chocolate frogs. I think that's actually rather cool. So let me... I mean, annoying because I have to go to this menu, but... Oh, they open them all at once? Huh. Guess so. I think there's tap. Ignatia Wildsmith, the witch who invented flu powder. That's important. Really? It's fascinating. Where's that pixel? Albus Dumbledore, Hallmaster of Hogwarts, friend to Nicholas Flamel, inventor of the Philosopher's Stone. That's so cool. In a lot of games, literally it just says Dumbledore. Also, in a lot of games, it doesn't. Well, in other games, it never gives any actual dates, which is kind of important because I know that J.K. Rowling really only answered that he's 150. Then she said, well, of course, books haven't come out, and turns out he was only 115, 116 when he died. So really cool. What was it's in the okay, gotcha. Yeah, so the founders are going to be Hogwarts cowards. That's going to be 4 of them. Or is that going to throw the Hogwarts? I don't know how much to actually give these sections, but another rolling cake. Another Grenlock Jones. Okay, it's fine. Happens. As Rance actually already has 4 of them in the books, so. And the last place to visit is literally the place I never needed to visit. Hello. I can see that you're hot. Would you like me to heal you? Yes, please. But do you charge? There is no charge. It's my duty to heal all who ask. Technically speaking, you asked me if I wanted you to heal me. So technically speaking, I didn't ask. So it's not actually a duty to heal me? I did say yes, please. So maybe that counts. Not that I was ever in danger in this area, but could have just come here to get completely healed. There, that's sword for your battle. And that not only heals your health, but it also heals your magic, which is cool. I mean, I was about to level up anyway, but you know what? No, that'd be too annoying. Never mind. I was going to level up to 9 before I left, but the rats only provide 2. I don't really want to go back inside Green Coach. Oh, by the way, this hoots if you click it. I think my sounds, it's really loud. So I turned like it way down on my end. Hopefully you can hear that. I didn't notice. You gave up school supply list? Wow, darn, Harry. There's one last thing. Happy birthday. How? At first I thought there were markings on the owl, but is Hardwick just wearing glasses? Because Hardwick's a snowy owl. Snow owl. I think it's snowy. Yeah, she's not orange. So, she's not a barn owl. Whatever. She's beautiful. What's her name? Yeah, you named her Harry in the book. But, see, Hagrid doesn't speak like that. He's not a pirate. CB. It's not right. It's not right at all. CB Hardwig. All the kids want a house. They carry your mail and everything. Thank you. Well, time for us to be on our way. Now you're off to King's Cross Station, Harry. Find platform 9 3/4 and look for the Hogwarts Express.